All across Britain, ordinary people are keeping a shocking secret. And their numbers are growing.
Look at this room, Nigel!
Over 1 million people now live in mountains of clutter.
It's quite good, actually. It keeps the whiff down.
That's our rat.
And when a hoard takes over...
How would you feel if you had more space?
Like I could breathe.
It can turn the lives of ordinary families upside down.
Mum, why are you not listening? Ah!
You can't live like this.
I know.
But help is at hand.
This is the bathroom?
Yes.
I would have never guessed.
Psychotherapist Stelios Kiosis has been treating hoarders for the last 15 years. And he believes he can help anyone in just 6 weeks.
They're not freaks. It isn't a choice.
I just want to get out of this room before this room kills me.
There's a little hoarder in all of us. When it's out of hand, and that's what makes it different.
This week, Tricia's hoard reveals more than expected.
Oh, we got a dead rat here.
I cannot stand it anymore. Yummy. Aladdin's cave.
There's nothing quite as wonderful as a gift shop in the sales for ex-Coronation Street actress Tricia Ford.
I'm always on the lookout for sort of bargains, and I'm always on the lookout for things I can do stuff with, you know? The trouble is I keep buying things and then I can't find them. Where are they in the house, you know?
But Tricia's bargain hunting has got out of control. And behind the door of her £700,000 house in a leafy suburb of West London lies a shameful secret.
Don't trip up, for God's sake, when you come through here. Please don't trip up. I'm going to look for something I need, actually, at the moment.
Tricia's 3-bedroom home has been taken over by 20 years' worth of clutter.
I just put the bloody things down and then I can never find them again. Ah! Help! You're looking for something, you can't find it, and you touch something and it falls down and some damn stupid thing trips you up. And you just swear and curse and think, this is against me, this is not for me. Why am I living like this?
It's been years since she's been able to receive visitors, and now the only guests in Tricia's house are unwanted ones.
That's our rat. That's what we've got to get rid of. And I can't until I get this room clear. How frightening is that?
Tricia's compulsive hoarding has had a major impact on David, her accountant husband.
I'll do this eventually if it kills me. I've become very short-tempered and irascible.
Living with Tricia's hoard makes doing even the simplest of domestic tasks frustrating.
What are you doing, you fuckhead? What the hell's the point of doing laundry and folding it up when it gets scattered around? So usually I just sort of close my mind and get on with it.
The house has got so bad that it's affected our relationship, stress levels. There have been times where we feel as though we want to separate. You know, I just want things to be better. I'm sorry, dear, I just want things to be better, and I just want life to change. I just want us to have a better life, and this house should be better. And you put on a brave face quite a lot, and I'm fed up of pretending everything's all right, and it's not.
But for Tricia, help is at hand. Leading psychotherapist Stelios Kiosis has extensive experience with hoarders. For the last 15 years, he's been successfully treating people with hoarding disorder.
Extreme hoarding can be fatal. They can have the hoard collapse on them. They can die from the hazardous material, from fire. That's where these individuals need help, and they need help soon. Wow.
What makes Stelios' approach unusual is the mixture of methods he uses.
What we do here is a little bit different and more innovative. We combine modern science with ancient wisdom.
From martial arts to shock therapy.
The sensation is one of being trapped. It is a somewhat extreme measure to take.
In just 6 weeks, Stelios believes he can help even the most extreme hoarder.
If this was real, it would have been very dangerous.
First step is for Stelios to meet the hoarder in their home environment.
I'm a bit nervous, actually. Stelios, is he going to think I'm a complete and utter idiot, or is he so used to dealing with people like this that he's not? He's just going to be very tolerant and understand.
Once he's got to grips with the problem, Stelios will put the hoarder back in charge of their life.
They were not born hoarders, they became hoarders. So for me, that's very important, you know, when did I become a hoarder? And when did I lose control?
If Tricia's ready, in just 6 weeks, he'll send in declutterers who will help her to reclaim her home.
I'm hoping he's seen worse, so fingers crossed.
Hello, Tricia.
Are you Stelios?
Yes, I am. Hello, Tricia.
Come through.
How many years of clutter do we have
God,
here?
I don't know. It could be 10, 12, maybe 13 years. What the hell do I need that for? I mean, even the dog doesn't play with it anymore. So I don't know why it has to be
What's
there.
your brain telling you?
Throw it in the bin.
And not just the top layer. I don't want to know what's underneath.
Oh, this is like a handbag, but the handle's broken off, so I don't really need it, do I? Yeah,
I'll be so happy when you've done all this and you think, I don't need this. It doesn't help me grow. You know, it's nothing to do with me. I'm going to throw it away.
Tricia's hoarding also means the house hasn't been cleaned for years.
The first thing really that was extremely shocking was the stench of the house and the chaotic clutter that really is horrendous. But when you wake up in the morning, you look at all this, what do you think?
Oh, I think, oh, God, I can't stand another day of it. But I will show you something really good. There you are, me in hair, with my hair straightened.
You look really happy here, Tricia.
Yeah, I was actually. But then there came a time when it always seemed to me that somebody else got the job.
Somebody else was better than you. Is that what
It's not. I don't.
Is that how it works?
I don't. How it's not better. It's more right for the part.
More right for the part. Okay. But that, you felt that as a rejection, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did. Or I felt that why can it not be me for once?
So you know, having things around you, they're there for you.
Yeah.
It's your security, your attachment.
Yeah.
Because they won't abandon you. They won't reject you.
Let's go through this way.
Yep. Rejection and abandonment are the two most common fears that a lot of clients with psychological problems have. And Tricia is no exception to that. She's developing an outside protection with collecting things and hoarding things because of the fear of rejection and abandonment.
Having seen the extent of Tricia's hoard, Stelios puts the first part of his plan into action.
I want to give you a little exercise to do.
Okay.
I want you to go around the rooms, putting post-its on 20 items that represent negative emotions.
Okay. Yep.
You know the meaning of things in here.
Safe journey.
Thank you.
Stelios won't just be helping Tricia. In trendy Soho, 55-year-old Paul works for world-famous jazz club Ronnie Scott's.
Les McCann. This is a live album with Leroy Vinegar and Ron Jefferson, and I'm sure it's very good. And this is the moment of truth, whether I should buy it. I'll put that there for the moment. Put it back. But that's probably the most appealing CD that's there.
Passionate about music, he can't resist an opportunity to add to his collection.
I'm going to buy this.
But his hobby of over 40 years has now reached epic proportions, adding to the growing clutter in his two-bed flat.
It is frustrating at times because sometimes I do have problems finding things.
All this bulky furniture needs to come out.
Girlfriend Carmen is concerned that Paul finds it difficult letting go of anything.
Things for Paul are almost like people. I think he considers a lot of his belongings as his friends. He's had them around for years and he couldn't get rid of them.
But with their relationship under pressure, Paul realises he's got to start dealing with his clutter.
I think she's being quite sad about it. And I agree with her. I agree that it'd be nice to be able to breathe a little more clearly in this space.
One day after meeting Stelios, and Tricia is getting on with her homework.
I've got to do an exercise that Stelios has set me. And basically it's down to the way I feel about myself. It's a bit strange. I think this is going to be strange doing this because I'm writing negative things about myself and sticking them on objects.
Stelios' technique will get Tricia looking at her hoard with fresh eyes.
Unfulfilled.
She'll learn to associate the clutter with the negative thoughts that are holding her back.
There we go.
By combining the negative feelings with the junk, Stelios has got her to throw out both at once.
There's nothing in that bag that I'm going to miss. Not one thing.
But the morning after, Tricia feels she's being undermined by husband David.
Why did you bring that glass jar back in that I put out?
Because it's a dog biscuit jar.
Right, OK.
So I come in and I see this jar and I think, oh, it's been chucked out.
What I was trying to do with that, David, it's part and parcel of my therapy.
Now you tell me that.
No, but it was symbolic.
I didn't know that when I came in.
I know, but all this is symbolic of me changing my life.
Why don't you put a fucking great notice up and tell me what you're doing then? Right?
Why are you so negative with me? Why will you not let me get on with this journey and do this and create a nice house? Which is what we want. A nice house, don't we?
We have created, Trish.
I've created a mess.
We created a house full of objects.
Yes, and what am I trying to do? What am I trying to do? I'm trying to clear it and make it into a better house and a better situation for you and I. And I need support on it. I don't need somebody bringing a bloody great jar back in that I've chucked out.
How am I supposed to know? I'm not a chuffing mind reader.
It's only the second day of Tricia Ford's life-changing therapy to help cure her hoarding.
I feel so squashed by things.
You feel squashed? Yeah. I feel crowded. I can't turn round without tripping over something in this shithole.
But husband David is finding it hard to give Tricia the support she needs.
I cannot, David, do this on my own. I can't. I just can't cope with it.
You can't do it for yourself?
No, I can't.
Do it for you.
No, it's people helping me to help myself to do it. It's not easy. This is not easy for me.
Well, it's not exactly easy at this end either.
For David, there are a lot of other things to deal with, as his father is terminally ill.
I probably want David to be more positive about what I'm doing, and, you know, I didn't get that at all.
She says she needs help. She can't do it all by herself, so somebody needs to help her.
Needing support, Tricia has decided to take the next bold step in Stelios' plan. She's going to show her secret hoard to one of her closest friends.
I'm going to take Julie round to my house. I've never allowed her through the door.
Tricia has known Julie for 6 years, but has always been too embarrassed to invite her to her home.
This is quite a big deal. One of the things that Stelios said to me is, Tricia, before you can clear the clutter in the house, you have to clear the clutter in your head. And part of the clutter in my head is not allowing Julie through the front door. Hi, Julie.
Hello, my love.
Stelios believes that letting Julie in to see her hoard is the first step to Tricia being open about her illness.
Hoarding is quite a secretive disorder, really. There's a lot of shame and guilt and embarrassment attached to it. So Tricia is testing about letting the outer world coming in. And part of that is to invite a friend over.
My nickname is Unruly Julie. If it's in my head, it's out of my mouth. I've got no control over that. I hope she's prepared for my honest opinion. If it's awful, I shall tell her it's awful.
Right. Here we are. I think you had an idea it was along here, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, OK. Come in. Don't go any further. I'm going to get some spray to get rid of the doggy smells. A couple of minutes.
OK.
All right.
She's spraying air freshener. That's always a good sign. And that sign is a little bit off-putting. No outfit is complete without dog hairs.
Julie!
Am I allowed in?
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh, I think it's a little bit worse than what I imagined.
Really?
Yes. Yes, it is. Where can I put my bag?
It's all right. Nothing's going to eat it. It's all right.
Just put it there.
You coming up?
Yeah.
All right, Julie.
My God, Trish, it's like you've given your cleaning lady the decade off. Honestly, that thing on the bedside table, I'd want to clean it. How
Right.
can you not see that?
What, you mean where the cup's been?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I had a partner that was taken ill, I wouldn't phone the doctor. I'd let him die. I couldn't let anyone see me live like this. What on earth is that?
It's a hairpiece. Don't put it on the bed.
Oh.
That's going straight to the bin.
Well, that's gross, yeah. That's terrible.
That's when I was in hair.
Oh. Oh, that's lovely, Trish.
Straighten my hair with a.
Yeah, you've got to value that and put that in a frame.
Yes. Yeah.
That is just shoved on the shelf. That should be in a frame on the wall.
Okay. Right.
God, get me a gin and tonic. Oh, Trish, it's like somebody in the 90s lives here that's died. Look at all the cobwebs and things. This is grim. What do you think of this?
When you live with this disorder, you don't see something that is of value and something that isn't.
It's just a waste of a nice house.
Yeah.
Because you're filling it with shit. Excuse me, but it really is vile.
Will you help me, Julie, please?
Of course. Of course, I want to start today. We are, you know, I need some gloves, of course. I can't touch anything. No, we will. Yeah, we'll have to. Because this is just, you can't live like this. Really. You could be rat infested.
I have been rat infested.
You can't invite somebody into this.
No, I know.
I'd die of shame. How would you entertain here?
I can't. I won't. I don't.
Oh, dear me. I don't know if I can sit down.
She kind of thought that maybe I was just a bit untidy or neglected certain bits of the house. But I think she was absolutely appalled.
God, there really is a terrible smell in here. The stench. I can't believe the stench.
My fear is that I'd never see her again. The only hope I've got is that she will help me get through this and help me move on.
Bye-bye. Bye, darling.
Bye, thank you.
You're welcome.
For Tricia, it's crucial she has Julie on side.
I feel a bit sorry for Trish. I think she's very vulnerable. You know, there is an embarrassment and maybe humiliation. I don't understand this hoarding nonsense. To me, it's rubbish. Can she not see it's rubbish?
So he can make an initial appraisal, psychotherapist Stelios has been sent details of jazz fan Paul's hoard.
Paul, scrambled eggs?
That'd be nice.
10 years into their relationship, and girlfriend Carmen is increasingly frustrated with Paul's cluttered flat.
It's quite difficult. This is, you know, stand on your toes and scramble the eggs.
Carmen came in here once and burst into tears.
I just couldn't cope.
No.
It was just horrendous. I think I probably even did threaten to not come anymore because it was just so upsetting. It's a one-way system. You just look as though you might have just thrown that lot down there.
Paul is a borderline hoarder, really. So he's a brilliant, passionate collector of music, but also there's part of the house that is cluttered. And that could potentially become quite serious.
That doesn't look very safe, Paul. And that doesn't look very safe either.
No, it's not. It's quite unstable.
The limitation of his living space creates a limitation in his personal relationships. Sooner or later, a partner will get fed up. If they don't have what they want in a relationship, if their needs are not met, they'll say goodbye.
I don't like Carmen being upset. That's the thing I would like to most avoid. Yes, it does caused me great concern.
Oh.
Oh.
That's very sweet. I'm almost moved to tears.
Oh.
Stelios knows how destructive hoarding can be for a relationship. It's an area he wants to address with Tricia and Paul. So he's invited them to a shared therapy session.
Tricia and Paul are connected by their clutter. Hoard is in between a hoarder and their partner or family member. It creates a resistance and a barrier for them coming closer.
It's the first time either of them will have met a fellow hoarder.
How do you doing, Paul? How do you do? You as well? You as well?
So you both have things in common.
Yes.
And I wanted to bring you both here today to share an experience.
Stelios believes alternative therapies can be powerful tools to help patients think differently. So he's asked Zen master Chris to take a Japanese martial arts session.
The practice I want you to develop is what you do with resistance. This is indeed, that's resistance. He's not going to change. Why should I change?
When you clutter and you hoard, you're resistant to change, and only by letting go of that resistance and harmonizing with the natural flow can you move on. Reflect this exercise in terms of your relationships with your partners. What is the resistance in your relationships?
With all my treasures and my rubbish or whatever, it's gone all over the house, and I think that's kind of upset him quite a lot.
Yes.
But he's not kind of helped me because his answer to me has always been a negative answer, not positive.
Well, I think your relationship is somehow the same. Does she get upset and angry and tearful about your...
She has been upset, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, she has been upset by it.
Why, though? Why?
Because she would like maybe the relationship to be more permanent in one location. You know, I've known clutters for years, and they talk like you do, and then suddenly they become ill. And they're lying there in bed, 1,000,001 things around them, and nobody's there for them. And you end up on your own in a bed with all your stuff, and then it hits you. And you look around, and there's this silence, and it's just stuff.
I mean, that's an extreme. That's where it goes eventually if you just collect more and more.
Yeah, because what clutter does actually is pushes people away.
Stelios' words have given Tricia and Paul a new perspective on their hoarding.
When I heard Stelios talk about this room scenario, it's not a good place to be, so I will be more vigilant getting it done.
2 days later, and in London, Julie has come to help Tricia with the next step in Stelios' treatment.
Soon? Yeah, she'll be here soon. Yes.
He has asked Tricia to wash her windows in preparation for a big clear-out in 3 weeks' time.
Yeah, we've got our work cut out for us today.
When's the last time I cleaned the windows?
Part of not washing the windows in a hoarder's house is because you don't want anybody to look in. You don't want anybody to see, and the curtain's always drawn. When you clean your windows, it means the light can come in, people can see through, you can see through.
Look, this has got a neighbourhood watch sticker. Any burglar broke in, they'd start cleaning the place up. Trish, I think you're doing really well.
Yeah?
Yeah. Can I put that in the bin, or should we put it inside and make a feature out of it?
I think I'll use that as a piece of art.
No, in the bin.
Right.
But I'm just looking forward to ripping the curtain down. It's yellow, it's disgusting, it's got cobwebs. It's only the dirt that's holding it together.
Oh! Oh! There's a little spider above your head.
Ah!
You all right?
I'm doing this without a safety net. Oh, I'm touching it. Filth. Look at that. Has anyone smoked in this room, Trish?
David used to.
Because it's... Well, mind you, he's given up smoking 10 years ago. And it's still got nicotine stains. You all right, you dirty cow?
Doing this, it's, you know, it's cleansing the house, but it's also cleansing me as well.
I think she's enjoying, you know, she's got company and it's all a bit of fun. But, of course, the reality is it's not a lot of fun, is it? Because we've got the whole house to do. It's just endless. It really is.
Following 3 weeks of intense treatment with psychotherapist Stelios, Tricia's becoming less emotionally attached to her hoard. So Julie's back to help Tricia start to really chuck stuff out.
Here we are, home crap home. Hello, darling.
Okay.
Let's do it. This.
I bought that from my parents years ago, but... Oh, yeah, let's go, let's go.
Oh, good, good. That's rubbish.
Yes, that can go in the recycling box.
Good, good. That's animal droppings. Is it not rat, is it?
Don't touch it.
Is that rat droppings?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my. Must be a big rat, mustn't it?
Do you want Oh, God.
You can actually... It smells like a rat's urine.
Well, can we leave it that area then? Because I don't want you getting anybody getting diseases or anything.
I don't mind putting... It's just stuff like that in the bin.
Put it in the bin, but, but I don't want to deal with it anymore.
No,
I just can't face it. I can't face any more of it.
The rat droppings have sent Tricia into a deep decline. But there's no stopping Julie.
I'd bin that. I'd bin that. Look at that. Oh. Look, the rat has eaten it. That has been gnawed by an animal. Oh, God, I couldn't sleep here. Trish, the bad news, there's definitely been an infestation.
Yes, I know that, Julie. I know all about
Well,
it.
that's why a lot of this stuff must go straight in the bin, because it's been gnawed.
I know, but I can't deal with it anymore at the moment. I really can't.
It's just that we're on a bit of a roll, you know?
I know. You're on a bit of a roll. I'm not.
Well, that's good, look. It's a bit better, isn't it?
Can I get rid of it now before this room kills me? It's going to kill me. It's just too much, and it's seeing all this bloody damage that's happened, you know? Everything ripped and been shredded by rats. I want to go and sit down, have a coffee and just forget it for half an hour. Julie, and that's one of our stands you chucked out. We need that for hanging things on. That's one of the things we use.
OK. If you use it, of course, keep it.
I just feel now that I can't do any more. I've had enough. I'm embarrassed in seeing the destruction in there of what's happened.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed at seeing I'm so angry with myself.
Oh, no, I can understand.
I've had enough of this today. I just want to get out of this bloody house and get somewhere out the bloody way.
So, yeah, have a break, because you're on the verge of a breakdown. You've hit a wall, and that's it. We've got to call it a day.
Tricia's attempt to declutter with a friend has not been a success.
There's one of our books that needs to be sorted.
She was about to melt down. As much as I know her, she would have had a meltdown.
Having been derailed by Julie's help, Tricia heads to Birmingham and Stelios' clinic. If a hoarder is going to wobble, it's usually at this stage. He knows he's got to get her back on track, because the next step is sending in professional declutterers.
She's at risk at home. You know, she lives in unhygienic circumstances. It is not a proper way of living. So that comes now as a first priority. She needs to live in a healthy way. How are you feeling?
I feel, actually, I want to scream at the top of my voice, to be quite frank with you.
Scream. Go for it.
Scream?
Yeah.
I can't scream.
Of course you can. Go for it. Let it all out. Fantastic. Was that bad?
That was bloody great, actually.
Exactly. Part of you has been screaming for years.
Yeah. The deeply, deeply unhappy me.
You feel frustrated. But then you have a dilemma, and this is the dilemma you either stop here, you never come again, and you go and live your life the way you used to, or you continue.
I want to continue.
You have to continue.
I'm not going to stop for anybody. I don't care what anybody says to me.
Correct. Okay, so you take all this rubbish that's happened to you.
Yep.
And you grow from it now.
Okay.
Tricia's levels of commitment are extremely high. And that's why we must not let anything jeopardise that. If sometimes she comes and she screams and she cries and she's feeling a bit wobbly, it's okay. Let's contain that and encourage her to move forwards.
I think the scream was about just letting go of all the anger and pent-up emotion I've got. And that scream was kind of my eureka moment.
Having made a breakthrough in her therapy session, Stelios thinks Tricia is ready to start getting rid of her hoard.
We are at the most critical stage in the treatment. We're at the stage where somebody's going to come in and start clearing things out.
Good morning.
Stelios has entrusted this pivotal stage to professional declutterers, Alison Pritchard and Zoe Steele, who've spent many years working with hoarders.
This is the dining room table, is it, here?
Supposed to be, yes.
OK,
Yeah.
good. With the dining room table there, where do you eat your dinner? And
Well, we just have it on our knees, really.
what, in the lounge?
Yes.
It's highly important that they feel we're completely non-judgmental, so that they feel happy about us being there.
It just looks like one big blob, black blob to me.
Yeah.
We start one corner and we work through it. I'll give you 10 to 20 seconds to make a decision. If you're not ready to commit, then we move on and we'll put that in a pile that we don't know.
Alison and Zoe want to help Tricia make a big enough change to show Stelios on his final visit in 1 week's time.
Those are my beaded bags, so they should really be kept together.
See that tub? Anything you want to keep that's sacred, put into there.
Okay.
That's the next pile.
Right. Cards.
Get rid of these cards.
Well done. Is this something you'll use?
No, charity shop.
What about these?
No, they're not mine. I don't know where they belong to. I don't use them.
Oh, we've got a dead rat here.
Gosh.
Teeth are biting the cable. Can you see it?
God almighty.
But can you imagine? That's what all these rats are doing to your... They're eating away at everything. So this was really needed to be done a long time ago.
What are you doing with that?
They're going.
It's going in the bin.
Right, OK. Do you actually hear them moving around? Can you... Are you wary of the noise, or... Oh, you can hear them chewing things? I mean, do you hear anything?
You hear it, yeah. This is the room where we tend to hear them most at the moment,
Right.
for obvious reasons.
Yeah, and there's lots of them to eat on and gnaw through.
I just feel now that, you know, I've got to claim the house back and the rats have got to go.
Time to get your home back.
Yeah.
Stelios has also asked Paul to start decluttering his home.
Well, could make a start on it anyway. Clothes that you don't want.
Yeah, I suggested to Paul to declutter with Carmen. I think that will be an easy introduction into Paul's more personal space and give her the opportunity to be part of the change.
This is a suit. Does it have the word jazz there, you see?
I think it can go.
OK.
Oh, I've got one glove. Has it got a friend?
We'll see if we can find the other one, because
It might be under
I don't
there.
need gloves at the moment, yes.
You do. So we've got 4 odd gloves.
4 gloves, that's...
Pair of gloves.
Yeah,
2.
all right, that's good.
1 for each hand.
That works, yep.
Yeah, so that might replace
Good.
those 4 odd ones. Right.
OK.
Shopping bags.
Shopping bags. It's a useful bag. Or should we throw it away?
We kept everything that we thought was going to be useful.
Throw away other bags. That was a useful bag, I felt.
Why don't you just let me loose on this piling? Get rid of those.
Bags we can throw away. Oh!
See, something's disintegrated in there.
They're yeah.
There, it's been there that long.
Yeah. No, it's a little All right.
It's not going to be easy. I think we're still going to have a few problems.
There's a brand new pair of shoes in there.
Oh,
really?
Yep. Never been taken out of the box. £45 worth.
It's a brand new slippers. Oh.
I did not know they were there.
What have we got in here? Another pair of slippers, Trish. Oh, gee whiz.
Never mind.
Right, we've got a lot of glass in here, Tricia. What are you going to do with this? A lot of it's broken and the bag has all been...
Nibbled at.
Away.
Nibbled at. Is there anything in there that's...
There might be a glass or 2 belongs to, that David would want for his
Right, well, let's go through it then.
What I want to keep is these lovely little cups. Oh, I keep those because I...
So these are all keepers?
Yes.
There's an awful lot of stuff that's being moved around, and it's what they class it as a term called churning. It's where everything just keeps getting moved around in a sort of like a vicious circle, really, and that's what most hoarders do. So at the moment, she's kind of moving things around. So at the moment, we're putting a lot of stuff that Tricia's decided to keep in the kitchen, but there's already a lot of stuff here. Difficult.
Across town, Paul is also struggling to let go of his hoard.
Oh, you're getting agitated
No,
now.
I'll just put that one there.
Come on, darling, you don't need that.
No, I'm being very ruthless. Just the very good ones I'm keeping to one side. 2 identical magazines. So that one's going to go. OK, there you go. So, article. There's the phone. I better answer it.
OK. I'm going to throw these away before he looks at them. He's not seen these things for years. So why have they suddenly got a value? Right.
What's going on?
Nothing. Don't take things back out. Please don't do that.
It's a bit of a... At the moment.
Yeah, they're going.
I was going to use those, but...
No, you wouldn't.
I haven't done it for years, so there you go. There you go.
Yeah. I'm just hoping he's not moving things from one place to another place.
Let's go upstairs. It's got my architectural drawings in there. I'm keeping them.
While Paul's clutter is being churned back upstairs, Alison and Zoe are making steady progress through Tricia's pile of junk.
First lot goes.
And under the layers... Tricia's finding treasure.
This is absolutely amazing because I'm finding all this stuff.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, look.
There is Tricia in the cast of hair. There I am there. That Tricia would have never believed that this Tricia would ever exist because that Tricia was absolutely full of life and hope.
As Alison and Zoe dig deeper, they begin to uncover something unpleasant.
Right, what's all this here then, Tricia? I'll tell you what, Tricia, it really smells.
It's probably got rat urine on it as well.
It does really smell. They've come over to this corner, handbag here. Just been shored
Completely eaten.
Yeah. There's lots of rat droppings and it's getting stronger as I'm approaching it, so it's getting very strong in here now.
Do you want a mask?
No, it's all right.
You sure?
Can you smell it, Trish?
You can now, yes. Guys, I am so ashamed of myself. I'm never going to go down this pathway again.
OK, hope so, Tricia. See, all the rat droppings there. What about this, Tricia? Where's it meant to go to?
Can we give a wipe, see if it clean up? That'd be lovely if you could.
Right, we'll take that out to there.
What's happening with this, sorry?
Give it a wipe. That's to got rid of.
And then what, you keeping it?
It's less than a week until Stelios' final visit to see if Tricia's therapy has been a success. Professional declutterers Alison and Zoe have spent a tough 8 hours helping tackle her rat-infested hoard.
Never is there a hoarder that would admit to how bad their type of hoarding is. And then the rats get in and then, you know, it just gets too much.
And that's where things have been getting in. Look down there. Look, the hole down there.
Oh, yeah, look.
Even the old Victorian harmonium has to go.
That's it. Lovely.
Now you can actually see, can't you, where the rats are coming in with those big holes
Huge
down
holes.
there.
And the smell, you can really smell the urine. So it's pretty grim.
Yeah.
And how long she's actually ignored it. Because the smell must have been quite strong at times.
I did not realise it was this bad at all. Because when you're living with it, you're not moving much, are you? So you don't know what's going on underneath. And
hopefully now, because we're actually cleared some space, she can now get the people in and actually stop this happening, whereas before she couldn't. There's so many droppings here. Unbelievable.
But 20 years of clutter is a lot of rubbish to shift, even when you've finally decided to let it go.
I'm going on holiday with all my clutter.
After nearly 6 weeks of therapy, Tricia's finally realising just how bad things have been and the huge amount of clutter she's been hoarding.
I had about 13, 14 bags yesterday, and I've got double that amount today.
Removing the clutter has highlighted how much of an environmental health hazard her house has become. So Tricia's called in pest control to deal with the rats.
This is where they're coming from, under the floor. And from that void, they can go through every house on the terrace. These wires here,
yes,
as you can see, they've been chewed by the rat.
How do they manage to chew wiring without electrocuting themselves? Or do they?
Well, that's a question, because I've seen lots of chewed wires and never a dead rat, so I don't know how they manage that, to be honest.
To make the house habitable again is going to take a monumental effort.
There's now a time situation. Stelios is supposed to be coming here in about 3 or 4 days' time. I'm just very, very worried about trying to get it done before Stelios comes. There's a hell of a lot for me to do.
It's been 2 weeks since Carmen last saw Paul's flat, when it was still a work in progress. But realising how damaging the hoard was for their relationship, he's been working hard to change.
I'm looking forward to seeing the expression on her face when she walks through the door. I imagine she'll be very shocked.
I'm very nervous, but I can't wait.
Oh, hello, darling. How you at? Oh, you're cold, aren't you?
You're nice and warm.
I am indeed, yes. She comes from the frozen north. Oh.
There's nothing there.
Isn't there? Usually there is, isn't there?
I can't believe this. This is not the same flat. I can't believe it. Paul Peace.
Yeah, I know.
This is incredible. You never warned me, did you?
I thought I'd keep it a surprise.
Oh, it's amazing. I'm so pleased. I really am. I didn't think we'd ever get to this stage.
No.
For over 10 years, the flat's never been uncluttered. Now, finally, Paul has conquered his anxieties. The flat is clear, and Carmen can at last feel at home.
Cheers, darling.
Cheers, darling.
Over in West London, Stelios is about to find out if his 6 weeks of therapy has had any impact on Tricia.
I've been a little bit anxious, waking up during the night thinking, is this going to work? And has this worked? You know, it'd be quite disappointing if she hasn't progressed. Look at this, just the whole, all gone.
Still got a few bits and bobs, but
okay.
It's going.
I mean, gosh, look how big this place is.
Yeah.
It's actually... Wow. You know, the stuff you display now look...
They're clean.
They look good.
Yeah. To show you the back room.
Oh, my goodness.
Before, Tricia's house was rammed full of 20 years' worth of clutter, and her dining room had become a health risk. The transformation is dramatic.
It is just amazing.
Thank you, Stelios.
You've done really well.
Thank you
really,
so much.
Really, really pleased with you, you know.
Thank you.
You've done really well.
I've got a little something for you to have a little giggle on the way home.
I'm going to put it in the front of my car, hanging. For me, the greatest satisfaction is to witness the transformation of somebody who's been depressed and isolated for years to somebody now who can actually be happy again. There's no doubt there will be knock-on effects and difficulties, and like all of us, really, but I hope that she has now got the internal strength to cope with these setbacks.
Dave?
Yo.
Do you think I've done really well? Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you're proud of me? Are you?
Of course I am.
Yeah.
Oh, look at it.
Tackling the hoard has finally earned husband David's respect.
You never thought I'd do this. You just thought it was one of my...
I didn't believe you.
Actress at whims, dear, didn't you?
You're doing bloody well, dear.
Thank you, darling.
Really?
Yeah, thank you.
I'm well pleased. Well proud.
Cheers.
But she couldn't have done it without the help of her friend Julie.
To you and the house being done and maintaining it.
For all your help on this, you know, this therapy I've had and everything, for doing it in the first place. Thank you so much.
Oh, I love you. Come on, don't be soppy. Give us a hug.
Thank you, Julie. Thanks very much for all you've done.
You're very welcome.
Anyway,
Very,
cheers.
very welcome.
Cheers.
Cheers. The first time I ever saw it, it was horrendous. It was just vile. It was awful. It was uninhabitable. It was like a dead body would be buried somewhere. And I told her that. But I can see potential. I can see that it really is going places. I never thought I'd actually be in that room on a sociable level. Like, I'm stunned.
After 7 years without letting friends in their home, Tricia and David are finally able to entertain again.
Cheers. Cheers.
Good luck in your new home. That's it, the new house.
A new start for the house.
To friendship.
Your hairline. You said it, dear.